After
hyped up so many rookies, it was hard narrowing down which one you hyped the most, but I think I found it.
Santa Claus over here.
I got you.
I appreciate it, bro.
Of course you do.
Stay
Will
tuned.
Selva out in the newsroom. That's not even cool, Nate.
This week, stay tuned.
Culver City.
I love that.
What's going on, Will?
I just love the fact that Shregs is like a sugar daddy. It's like, come on, give me the right now,
Yeah.
sugar daddy. Let's go.
Got it.
Please.
SugarDaddy.com,
All right, and
Shregs.
That's a good.
yeah, exactly. While you're at it, Shregs, send one over here as well.
It's
All right,
candy,
let's start.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an old school candy, of course. Totally.
SugarDaddy.com. I'll stay off that.
Yeah, here we go. Yes, please do. All right, well, the Dolphins didn't draft a quarterback, but it sure feels like they did as they acquired Josh Rosen from the Cardinals. The former first-round pick will take the field for the first time for Miami as they open up OTAs today. Rosen will find himself in a QB battle as head coach Brian Flores says Rosen will be in a competition with Ryan Fitzpatrick for the starting gig in Miami. The Dolphins signing Fitzmagic to a 2-year, $11 million deal this offseason. Yeah, say cheese, Josh. The Buccaneers will begin OTAs on Tuesday after wrapping up rookie minicamp this past weekend. New head coach Bruce Arians noticing there's a lot to teach the rooks as they learn about life in the NFL.
And these guys coming out of college have so much to learn. I've never been in a huddle. You know, they don't huddle. They don't get down in a three-point stance. Like I said yesterday, I said, put your hand in the dirt. The guy didn't know what I was talking about. And that's the new way. That's how we have to coach now. It's totally different than it was 10 years ago.
BA, new generation. The Eagles signing offensive guard, Stefan Wisniewski this morning to a new deal. NFL Network's Mike Garafolo reporting it's a one-year deal worth $1.5 million. Wisniewski going with the tuxedo T-shirt because he's formal, but also likes to party, a la Talladega Nights. From now on, it's Magic Man and El Diablo, and if you ain't first, you're last. Talladega Nights on the minds of all of us, at least you too, right, Shregs? You did watch Talladega
No doubt.
Nights.
I've never seen
course.
it.
Yes, I've seen Talladega Nights.
Cal Norton Jr.
Oh.
Isla Fisher. Isla Fisher.
Oh.
Cal Norton
Isla.
Jr.
Amy Adams, I think, was in it.
Shake and bake, baby.
I've never
Yes, she
seen
was
it.
in
Should
there
I
too.
see it?
What?
Yes,
It's a lot of Will Ferrell movies.
Kay.
That might not be the
Have
one.
to.
It's
There's
all
a
right.
lot of
What?
Will Ferrell movies I have not seen.
That's easily one of his best movies.
It's
Yes,
a movie.
absolutely.
Sounds like a segment. Will talk to you in a
Yes.
bit. The Eagles, speaking of the Eagles and that deal they just signed, they'd also wrapped up their rookie minicamp, and one of the people present was their second-round draft pick, Miles Sanders, friend of the show, by the way. So the Birds' newest running back, he's ready to go.
It's kind of like the first day of college. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how the practice goes, the script goes, and you just don't know how the NFL coaches are coaching you. So it's a lot different than college. They expect more out of you. It's just a lot of stuff that you got to do on your own just to be a professional.
Guys, guess how many running backs were drafted? 26.
A lot.
26 running backs, and he was one of them. Which rookie of those are you, though, most excited to see in their new digs, their first digs in the NFL?
I'm going with Damian Harris, third-round draft pick for the New England Patriots. You know, you think to yourself, well, Nate, I mean, there's just so many guys in there. There's Sony Michel and James White, Rex Burkhead.
Yeah.
Well, let's add this dude to the list. You know, the simple fact that he was a leading rusher for Alabama the last 3 seasons, with over 1,000 yards in each season. And here's the thing. Over Josh Jacobs, he averaged 6.4 a pop. You know how much? 6.4. 6.4. That puts you down in second and manageable after you get the rock on first down. And you know what I love about him being a third-round pick to the Patriots? You might say, well, Nate, sure is a crowded running back room, and I just don't. Why would you pick that dude, Nate? Because the Patriots, they don't go out and get a running back for no reason. Okay, of course, he'll play a little special teams, but I guarantee you this. One game it's going to be Sony. One game it's going to be James. One game it'll be Rex Burkhead. And this dude's going to come in, Damian Harrison might have a 20-yard game, and you won't see him for like 5 weeks.
Fantasy football migraine.
That's the way they work their offense. It is a Jenga of different pieces, a Rubik's Cube of offensive players. And the moment you think you got them figured out, the rookie Damian Harris will hit you.
Do you know who Belichick's defensive coordinator in Cleveland was when he was the head coach? Nick Saban. Do you think he's taking a Nick Saban coached player unless he gets the seal of approval?
Talk about it.
Hightower, the Alabama guy, when they draft Alabama for the Patriots, it works out. It's the 100% seal of approval. Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, Damian Harris. I like
6
that. there.
degrees of separation?
Or just two.
Sepa Sagan?
Just one. Yeah,
Which
it's
rookie
fine.
are you excited about? Out of those 24 we didn't mention.
There's so many of them, and obviously there's a first and second round pick, and there's all that. I'm going to go fourth round, Justice Hill to the Ravens.
Okay.
I talked about the Ravens a little bit earlier in the show. I just think they're building an offense that is going to remind you of what Navy runs, or maybe what Georgia Tech runs, where it's run, pass, run, pass. Mark Ingram's there. They brought back Gus Edwards, who we like as a running back, but Justice Hill is your home run hitter. This is a kid who ran a 4.40. He's got a 40-inch vertical. At Oklahoma State, he was an absolute explosive fireworks show. Just an absolute Darren Sproles type, although he's a little taller than Sproles.
Okay,
he's
I like
5'10", but he is your scat back. Get him out in open space. Let's go. You have your 3 yards in a cloud of dust guys in Edwards and Ingram.
Yeah.
You have the offensive line. You've got the best blocking tight ends in the league, and you've got a running quarterback. Here's your home run hitter at running back who you can lateral. You can do a lot of things with. Justice Hill, a 4th round pick. I would draft him in your fantasy leagues. Trust me.
Tariq Cohen type?
Potentially. Bigger than Cohen.
Yeah, bigger
guy,
frame for
yeah.
sure.
Speaking of Tariq Cohen, that's where I'm going to go to Chicago, because we went down to Nashville and all I was thinking is, when are the Bears going to grab a running back? They part ways with Jordan Howard, who fills that role. In the 3rd round out of Iowa State, they took a kid named David Montgomery. This is my fantasy football low-key steal in a PPR league, because you do have Tariq Cohen there. Matt Nagy, super creative. How does he use him? I'm just excited to watch it. And this guy is a breaker of tackles. According to PFF, he broke 185 over the last 2 years. That is by far the most in all of college football. He also averaged over 100 total yards per game. He scored like 24 touchdowns over the last couple of years. This is a guy who's going to take Jordan Howard's role. And I feel like people are sour on Jordan Howard. He still somehow racked up 270 touches last year. He had just under 1,000 yards. So don't tell me that he's not going to be doing it all on all 3 downs and in the end zone. So David Montgomery is a guy that I'm super excited about.
No,
I feel like
absolutely.
he's a Nagy-esque player.
Oh my gosh, this is perfect. And with Howard out, there's a big void. This guy comes in, Montgomery. He was an excellent player for many years. And you come from one of those schools where not everyone watched you. You know, it's a Big 12 team, it's a smaller school, whatever. Not everyone watches them, and that's it. You can go to the Bears and be a star.
Super, super elusive. And there's a ton of other running backs, and we know Schrags, that the guy that we're not expecting to is going to come and make a play.
Phillip Lindsay last year at Camara, a 3rd round pick, win Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. And Tariq Cohen, who you mentioned, was a 4th round pick out of North Carolina A&T. Running back of all those positions. Those are the guys.
All right, taking a short break here. Happy Monday, everybody. No Game of Thrones spoilers, but we will talk about Carson Wentz. He'll be back on the field for the Eagles. We'll break it down and what his coach kind of...
Can I just spoil Game of Thrones?
No, don't do it. Cliff